Good morning, students. Welcome back online classes. Myself Rajesh Yadav from NBGI ABM School, Geetapuram Unnao. Class 11th, subject Political Science, Chapter 2, Freedom, Liberty. Students, we continue our chapter. Students, today I describe you about the political liberty, individual liberty, and the moral liberty. Students, listen carefully. Students, political liberty is that liberty by which the citizens get an opportunity to participate in the affairs of government. Listen again this line. Political liberty is that liberty by which the citizens get an opportunity to participate in the affairs of the government. According to Professor Lasky, political liberty means to be active. Political liberty means to be active in the affairs of the state. Thus, this type of liberty is related to the following rights. First, right to elect their representative. Or the right to vote. But this right is not given to all the people living in the state. This right is not given to all the people living in the state. Ordinary, minors, foreigners, people who have unsound mind and bankrupt and denied this right. The modern principle of universal adult franchise. Student, second, the right to get elected. The right to get elected. And third, the right to hold public office, providing the individual has the requisite qualifications. And student, fourth rights, according to Professor Lasky, the right to criticize the government and its policies. The right to criticize the government and its policies. And now, students, I will describe you about the individual liberty. Students, individual liberty means that individuals should have full freedom in personal affairs. Students, food, clothing, marriage and shelter, etc. Are these personal affairs? The state should not interfere in these matters. According to J.S. Mill, has also written that every individual has certain personal matters which do not affect others, and he should have freedom in those matters. And now last point, moral liberty. Students, moral liberty, a man can be completely free only when he enjoy moral liberty. Also, a man can be completely free only when he enjoy moral liberty. Also, in the absence of moral freedom, other freedoms cannot be exercised. Moral liberty means that an individual should be able to work and take decisions according to his intelligence and reasoning and with due to respect to other members of the society. Members of the society. Okay. Now thank you students.